That's what I want to do to people that try to modernize vintage drums. What is up, you guys? Welcome to Will Drum for Food, the rantings of an over-caffeinated madman. I am fired up today. I am completely fired up, and I'm going to tell you why. Well, first, I had to re-record. Re-record? Is it re-record or record again? I'm not sure of the correct nomenclature on that. Which, actually, nomenclature is a pretty big word for me. The only reason I know it is because I'm a huge fan of the movie Big Lebowski. Actually, dude, the correct nomenclature is Asian American. But I digress. That's another big word for me. I don't even know what that word means. I just say it sometimes. I know what it means. I'm just kidding. But I'm not sure if I use it in the correct, correct form. I don't know. Anyways, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm going to tell you why. Because this weekend, not this weekend. On Friday, I bought a drum set, which should be happy. Hey, I bought a drum set, right? Should make you happy. Well, I'm going to tell you the story behind this drum set. While I was on vacation, I got a text from a friend of mine he's kind of one of my drum hunters. He's found a couple drum sets over the years for me. Some cool ones that I fixed up and resold or whatever. So he's always on the lookout for drums for me. And when he sees something cool, he'll either just buy it outright and then try to sell it to me, or he'll give me a heads up on it. He sends me a text and says, would you be interested in a Rogers holiday kit? Is a bear shit in the woods? Yeah, of course I'm interested. Does a bear shit in the woods? I assume so. I mean, where else is a bear gonna go? I don't know. Anyways, getting off track here about bears. So I said, yeah, I'd be interested in the kit. Said, send me some pictures of it. So he sends me some pictures of it, and immediately I could tell that this drum set had been modified. And at first I'm like, are you sure it's a holiday kit? He says, yeah, it's got holiday tags on the inside. Well, if it's got tags, it's a holiday kit. But right there and there, I sent him a text back. I'm like, if it's a holiday kit, there's no value in this drum set. And I'm going to tell you why. Is because holiday kits are from a certain era, like the 1960s. This drum set had a 70s Big R tom mount on it. So right there, that if it was a holiday kit, an unmodified holiday kit, it wouldn't have that tom mount on it. It would have had a Swivel-matic tom mount on it, which in my opinion, the Swivel-matic is a better tom mount. It's a little less bulky. It doesn't take so much room up in a drum, and I think the drums with Swivel-matic mounts sound better because they don't have a big giant 1-inch post going through it, which I'm going to show you right now. So they took this drum set, right? Somebody had this drum set, and they decided, well, we're going to modernize it and try to make it look more like an early 80s or late 70s drum set. So what they did, this is worst. This is the absolute worst. It's right here. So, see right there? Okay. It says Rogers Holiday. Sure enough, right? This is a holiday tag. And then it says Fullerton, California. And that's one thing that really, really irritates me is holidays. Drums with a holiday tag made in Fullerton are kind of a rare bird. I've never seen one before. They're always they'll say 9/72, so we call them 972s, or Big R's, which would be the 70s, like 76, I think, 75, 76, where they this big, huge badge about this big, and it said, it was just a Big R. It was the Rogers logo. So this is probably, oh my gosh, like I said, I'm not exactly sure when they made the move to Fullerton. 1970, 71, right around there. So it's that era, and it's got a holiday tag on it, which is just kind of makes this a rare breed. And that's one of the most irritating things about it is this drum that's rare, and they just ruined it to make it modern. And here's why it's ruined. I'm gonna take this back over. All right, see that big ass giant? It literally looks like a piece of drain pipe coming through. And what that is that's the Big R tom mount right there. So, I mean, at least it's Rogers. It's not a Pearl or something like, I think the Pearl. So that is an upside. So, but, oh my God, they just, this drum set it's ruined. It's pretty much ruined. But I did buy it anyway, because I got it for a good price. And I figured maybe I could go home and maybe try to salvage it. Maybe try to plug the holes. Trying to plug a 1-inch hole. Whew, man, that's a tall order. And I'm a pretty good woodworker. You know, I built cabinets and things like that nature. So I'm real comfortable working with wood. But trying to plug a hole that big on a 5-ply drum is that's a tall order. You know, it can be done. But is it worth it to me? You know? So I think, and here's the thing is, because it's not salvageable, I'm going to probably just part it out, and, I'm not going to apologize for this. I'm going to make a lot of money on this drum set because I'm parting it out. But honestly, I hate drum strippers. Like, drum strippers are the worst. They're just the bottom feeders. They're the cockroach or like a carp of the drum industry. Because what they do is they go out and they buy perfectly good drum sets, and then they strip all the parts off of them and resell them. There's a guy on eBay. His name is Lee County Music. If I ever see any of you guys buy anything from him, I'm gonna come slap the crap out of you, because he is the worst offender of all. Lee County Music, remember that name. This guy will take a completely pristine drum, completely strip the parts, and then like sell like this, try to sell for like ridiculous amounts of money. So he'll put the shell up of like a Ludwig club date for $100. Then he'll sell each individual lug for $30. Lee County Music is a special kind of scumbag in the drum part stripping industry. He's the worst offender of them all. So, Lee County Music, kiss my ass, you piece of shit. That's what you are. But, I digress. Once again, there's that word again, digress. So, I don't want to strip a drum. But in this instance, I'm gonna, because I just don't think this drum set's salvageable. They through the bass drum, they drilled, I mean, that's a 1-inch hole. That is a 1-inch hole. They drilled it right through the holiday tag on the bass drum. Completely ruined it. And then, I think my cat was just in this drum. They actually rewrapped it. So if you look, so this is a double whammy of the value of this drum set. If you look right there, if you see below that piece of drain pipe, if you see that smaller hole, that's actually the wrap. So I'm curious to see what's underneath this, if they just rewrapped over the old one. It doesn't appear like they did, so I think they took the old wrap off. But I'm curious to see what this thing's gonna look like. So, you know, I'm gonna part it out. I'm gonna make some money, and I'd rather I didn't. What else is going on? So I had a gig with my Priest tribute this past weekend, and I was going to record it. I brought my GoPro, and I forgot to charge it. So I got no footage at all. Like, we were just getting ready to play. I go to take my GoPro out. I go to turn it on, and nothing. Completely dead. So I got no footage from the gig at all. It was a lot of fun, though, man. Holy cow, was it fun. Just playing old school heavy metal. Just bashing my drums, hitting hard, you know. I took the Vistalite out, which I never get to play the Vistalite at gigs because it's such a loud drum set. Well, this didn't matter, you know. And the club we played at, The club it's an old school rock club, man. They just don't make them like this. And you younger guys playing in bands, you have no idea how good it was. I forgot. Like, it had been literally 20 years since I played at a place like this. They didn't even have, like, for the lights, they didn't even have LEDs. They had the old incandescent power cans, which, you know, use like 300 watt or 500 watts or whatever they use for power for each, and just, you know, and they heat up the stage like 30 degrees warmer, you know, so it'd be like 70 in the building, and on stage it'll be 100 because of these power cans beating down. But man, it was just cool playing in a place like this. And what's cool is the PA is huge, you know. You hit the kick drum, you're on stage, and you hit the kick drum, and it goes boom. And you got like your side fill monitor, you hit that, and boom, kick coming through it right back at you. I'm telling you what, man, you younger guys, if you've never played a club like that, you have no idea what you're missing. And I had kind of forgot because, like I said, it had been so long since I played a club like that. But it was so cool being back. Drum riser, you know, stage 5 feet off the ground. It was just awesome. Just killer venue to play. Unfortunately, you know, this one's probably going to close at some point too, because, you know, rock and roll is just dying. It's just the way it is. So, all right. Oh, by the way, stay tuned for the Ask Me Anything video, which will be coming out on this Thursday. I got a lot of good questions, so I'll be responding to some of those, and I will see you guys next time.